all the narc boys out there, my new subscribers, my old school subscribers, my TikTok family. Sorry, you guys. I try to wait on it to stop raining, but the rain is coming down, and it is what it is. You know, I could care less about the rain. It's nature. Let nature do what she do. And listen to rain a lot anyway whenever I'm trying to relax. So, anyway, with no further ado, let's get right into it. Listen, y'all. These women just want to taste. They just want to taste. Okay? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to act. Some women are used to throwing temper tantrums and getting a taste, and the temper tantrums aren't working. Um, the usual tactics aren't working. The reverse psychology is not working. So they're just, right now just coming to the realization that they're not going to be able to roundabout, get what they want anymore. They're going to have to come right out and say it. You know what I'm saying? But they just want to taste. Let's just be real. They want to taste. I got some cliff notes in my pocket, but they really just want you to let down your guard. I'm going to walk a little bit as well, you guys. So be back over here where the lighting is good, but I want to walk. That's why I'm outside, all right? Get my downloads easier whenever I'm walking. But they just want to taste, man. They want you to allow them to enjoy your company. They want to be in your energy. They love how your energy makes everybody feel, to include them. They love how, what I'm saying, no matter what situation you're in, you always overcome. And while you're overcoming the situation, you never let it, like a real man doesn't let his circumstances get him down. And women aren't used to seeing real men. Like, real men don't whine and everything like that about every little thing and whine about relationships and all this kind of stuff, man. These, like, new generation sensitive guys that are on these podcasts, pandering to women and yelling and stuff, but it seems like a beta type of yelling. Like, it's, it's given, it's given weak to the women. Women are starting to realize they really do want, the guys of old, right? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They want a guy. They're starting to realize, I love that color going over there. What's going on over there? Yeah, it's about to come down out here, man. I might get to see a good light show in the sky, because I'm not going nowhere. I don't run from no rain. You know what I mean? Come on, y'all. I can't believe people run out of the rain. You know what I'm saying? It's nature. But look, these women, they're starting to realize maybe I do want this guy who kind of does his own thing and doesn't go along to get along. And because I don't know whether he's going to be kissing some woman's butt whenever I'm not around at work or run into a store. But this guy right here seems like no matter what, he's a man of his word, his convictions, and he stands 10 toes down on it at all times. So a woman can realize if he's like this all the time, then that means if I was with him, he'd be that way. So if he goes out somewhere and someone's disrespecting the relationship, he's going to handle it the same freaking way. If someone's out and about, some woman's thinking that her looks and her big booty via BBL or just natural body fat. What did Gregory say? Did Gregory say, doo doo comes out of there? You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do whatever you have to do to put it back in perspective, because every woman out there, no matter if their booty's big or not, or your body's nice, doesn't mean that they're washing every day. It doesn't mean that it's all good. Doesn't mean their health is good. Doesn't mean down there smells good. Doesn't mean they're wiping their butt properly. None of that means anything. You're just looking at whatever you see on the outside, hoping that it's going to be as good as it looks. And more than likely, 9 times out of 10, it's not. And we're realizing this. So we're pacing ourselves, and the women are realizing we're pacing ourselves, and they're realizing they're going to have to come at us the way we want to, which is approaching us. And we're giving them out like, we're giving them the outline of what approaching us means. It don't necessarily mean cold approaching us, but it can just mean a smile, a gesture, a wave, signifying that you want us to approach you or whatever. That's pretty much what approaching us is. It's not hard. You know what I mean? It's not hard. And there's a lot of stuff going on right now where women are starting to get on board with this. They're kind of wanting to know the details of what does approaching you guys mean? Well, I mean, it means whatever it means to you. When you're going to approach, you want to approach a guy. How do you want to do it? You know what I'm saying? Some guys might, want you to all the way approach them, cold approach or whatever, but not all, not most, pretty much. It's just we're tired of approaching you guys for the shaming that comes afterwards. And with the way women are nowadays and how picky y'all are, you would think that you would want to approach a guy you like instead of having some random guy that you might not like approach you. It just doesn't make any sense to me, man. Y'all are so picky. So why do you continue to want to argue about stuff that makes no sense to your overall agenda, but you don't like the way things are changing whenever you feel like you're losing something, even if it's not really losing anything? You know, you don't want a guy to approach you. Well, approach guys. Why don't want to approach? Why not? A guy that you're going to approach, I guarantee you vetted him to a certain degree. You know what happens if you have to approach a guy? That eliminates one of your complaints or ways to make him look bad whenever things don't work out. Oh, well, I should have known better, let him approach me in the club. If you approach him, it's like, well, didn't you approach him? Like, so, you know what I mean? They don't want that, man. Accountability and responsibility, nah, not going to do that. Hang on for a second. Get these notes out here. Shoot, I can't prepare this time. What are we talking about here? Listen, let me tell you something. First of all, women don't waste time on just anybody. Women do not waste time on just anybody. Women, listen, when I see a woman, YouTuber or TikToker hating on me, understand something. Women don't hate on just anybody, bro. Like, if that was the case, they'd be hating on ugly dudes, nah, chicks, like, only get upset when somebody they think's attractive or something like that is saying something about them or leaning something their way, right? So women don't just waste their time hating on just anybody. They hate on guys that they like. Women are all about, their time and money. They're not going to waste their time, complaining about some guy that they don't find attractive or has some. And attractive to a woman is a lot of different things. Handsome to a woman can be money, it can be clout, it can be just natural good looks, it can be good looks through aesthetics, it can be good looks through working out. You know what I'm saying? So it's whatever with women, right? And women don't usually waste their time, trying to pick arguments with guys that they don't find attractive. It's like, so know that to begin with. If any woman's running her mouth to you or, taking time and making videos against you or whatever, if you're a content creator or whatever, if you're just posting up stuff and some woman's going against you, they're only doing that because they find you attractive. Women don't waste time. Look, man, look it up. Look up any woman and see if they're trying to post up any clips of an unattractive guy. 9 times out of 10, it's an attractive guy that they disagree with, they can argue about or whatever. It's never going to be some ugly ass dude. Come on. Ain't going to waste your time with it. Listen, those that start gossip are the ones that are the ones spreading the gossip. Okay, so any of you, just in case y'all watch, any of you readers out there that are making videos about what's the gossip on you, understand that anybody with common sense knows that you're the one that's coming up with the gossip to talk about the gossip that's on the person, okay? That's where you're getting it. So whatever you're talking about, whenever a chick's talking about what's a gossip, or a woman gossiping, or a woman trying to gossip to you, that's what that woman thinks. That's what she thinks. She's the one starting the gossip. That's why she knows the skinny, her and her friends, or her to her friends, or whatever. So understand, those that spread gossip are the ones that made the gossip. Period. I don't gossip. So the only ones I do know that do gossip are probably the ones that started the gossip. So understand that whoever's trying to spread gossip to you is the person that started the gossip. They really just don't have the courage enough to tell you directly this is how they feel about you. So they want to say it by having a third party be the one to do it. The cowardly way out. They love everything you do. Bro, these women love everything you're doing. Hang on. Let's switch it up. It's hard, man. I don't want to fold it up, but the rain's getting on it. These women, they're so competitive. And they find this is their problem, right? They're competitive as I don't know what. And they find you attractive at the same time. So they're competing with you and finding you attractive. They love everything you do but they're so masculine they don't want to tell you, so they'll just start complaining minute things or nitpicky type of things about you. Listen, man, any woman in the modern times, a modern woman that's taking any time out to complain about anything you have going on for yourself, she likes you. That's basically her way of flirting. They just don't know any better anymore. She likes you. I'm telling you, man, women don't waste time like with some bum dude that they don't really find attractive to go back and forth with. Nah, man. They're putting you in a proxy relationship and they're disappointed that you don't find them attractive enough to chase them. I mean, just being real. Let's keep it trucking. They love your silent power. You don't run around, you know what I'm saying, beating your chest. You don't run around saying, I'm the greatest in the world and I'm an alpha and I got a bunch of women and all this and that, and I've had a bunch of women, or I've had money back in my day, and I know how to make money, and all I do is get money, and I work out all the time. I'm super fit. Look at my ratios and my bench press and all that and the third. You're silent with it. Man, you let the work speak for itself. You don't talk about it, you just go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying? People be want to think that you're just kind of like lazy and just some pretty boy, or there's a lady in here, since some ladies in here, or some pretty chick, kind of dumb, don't know how to get things done. No, man. Far from it. They see you moving in silence. They see that your power is in your silence. They see that you don't let anyone get to you. People are trying to poke and pry. And because what they do when they poke and pry, they're trying to put you in a box so they can try to read you. It's all different ways to try to read you because people can't stand not being able to read somebody. They can't stand it. Let's go here. Okay, I only got one more point on here anyway. Don't need it. Huh. Yeah, they just want to poke and pry at you, to try to figure out, what irritates you, try to get you to leak out any more information, what I'm saying, so they can figure out how you're getting things done. Because they really and truly are mesmerized at how you're able to get over obstacles, what they consider obstacles, change your perspective, and always winning, right? When they want you to lose, like they want to say that the fact that you won't make friendly with them after all the stuff that they've done, since you won't let them reach out to you, that I'm saying you should be getting some bad karma. Which, why would you get it? You've done nothing to nobody. All you're doing is standing by your word. Then you tell everybody if they messed with you or had anything to do with it, or sat back and watched, what I'm saying, and joined in the festivities, or just sat back. You having nothing to do with them, right? So you're just being a man or woman of your word. So these people won't act like it's anything other than them being upset that now that you're winning and they didn't think that you could win, that they know that they can approach you and join in on the winning, or be on the winning team, or some kind of way get some of your anointing through being a friend of yours and get some of your information. They can't do any of this stuff. They've done too much, and they know they've done too much. They're intuitive enough to know that they've done too much, but also dumb enough to have done it in the first place, right? Like, just ignorant as ignorant can be, all because they feel like, if you would have came out with like a few friends, or kept quiet until you made a few friends online, got to a certain subscriber count, or this is in person at work, what I'm saying, if you're at work and you're new there and they're already jealous of you, but if you'd have waited until you made some friends with management, different people, then they wouldn't. But now they automatically started messing with you, thinking I would catch one of their alone, and thinking they messed with the wrong one. And now they see that you're literally nothing but a money maker, future billionaire. You'll never stop making money. You'll always move in silence, and you know how to make the right moves and network with the right people. You have a natural talent of being able to eliminate backstabbing, treacherous people. And you also have the talent to keep around certain hawks, right? Certain people that not to trust them too much, but you need those kind of people around, right? You got to have some of them bad guys around, not like criminals or nothing, but it's like people that kind of think like, dog eat dog, and, climbing over somebody else. They know better than messing with you, but you want to keep them around so you can see how your enemies are moving. So you keep a couple of them in a circle. They don't know they're in a circle, or sometimes you let them know, but you keep a couple of them around just to keep an eye on things and know how your enemies are moving. It's always a good thing to have a couple of those people, because you'd be surprised. You know, these dog eat dog people, they have no real soul, so they'll really like do some shifty stuff. You're like, well, I never thought they'd go to that, depth. I guess I'll just add it to the list of things these people will do, right? It's real easy, man. Hang on for a second. Yeah, you need to ground yourself. Also, guys, when a spiritual chick tells you you need to ground yourself, understand she's throwing shade at you. If a spiritual chick tells you you need to ground yourself, she's basically saying, who hurt you? You sound hurt. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. These women have so many goofy ways. If they would put the energy into doing great things for themselves instead of always trying to get that lick back and have some shady way of saying things, and just say what you gotta say, man. Ain't nobody needs you to talk about they need to ground themselves. I've been getting told that since I got in the spiritual community. They don't understand my energy because they're fake. And when you're real, you know what I'm saying, you'll understand my energy because I'm not putting on a mask and fronting in front of everybody. I'm allowing everybody to see my thinking process and how I go about getting things done. Everybody else puts a mask on and run around letting you guys see some perfectly flowing person, and then hoping that you don't realize, hey, there's real thought that has to be put into things and work has to be done, right? But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. It's 17 minutes already, man. Time flies when you're having fun, I guess, right? One more point. Gentlemen, as you are ascending, you're going to become handsome. If you're not already handsome, you're going to become handsome. It's a natural thing that happens when you retain your seed. Because what happens is God talks to you directly and be like, nah, you ain't wearing that crap no more. Put this with that and this with that. And direct, you know what I'm saying? Make sure your clothes, no one needs to tell you this. You'll be like, make sure your clothes fit you and make sure it's fitting you on your shoulders and in certain places, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be fitting you tight everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got to know, just like the shoulders, loosen the waist. You know what I mean? Your pants need to be, kind of like tight on the thighs and the lower leg, giving you a little bit of room, a little bit to the imagination, to the ladies. You're only walking around looking like you have spandex on or something crazy like that, right? But it gives you that ability to where, you can kind of, dress better, that subconscious, what I'm saying, thought is always telling you to get your butt up, hit the gym, maintain that, work out, eat, and the discipline you start instilling on yourself makes you that more attractive. And also when you get to a certain level of attractive, and you know you're attractive, women assume that you're a player. They assume that you're a player. Oh, he's a player, he's a player. Now they're projecting, because most women cheat. If you don't know, look up the numbers. Just Google who cheats more, and you'll see. And the married women are cheating like crazy. But they're projecting onto you because they're cheating, you know what I'm saying? But they're also just kind of feeling like you're feeling yourself so much, and they know you have options. So when a woman tells you you seem like a player, it's really her saying you look like you have options. You like you have a lot of options, and I'm not really trying to compete. That's really what she's trying to say. Because most women and all people know that a lot of women mess with the same 10% of guys, right? They're pretty much like passing around. You be seeing it on TV all the time, literal sisters passing around the same man. So they know this information. They know it, right? It don't bother them, really, right? But they just want to be able to project something onto you instead of saying, listen, I just don't have it in me to compete, to be on the level that it would take to get somebody like you. They don't want to say it. So they start saying a bunch of goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop cussing. But a bunch of goofy stuff that can easily be dismissed. Because it's like, you know what? Why do you have an opinion on me anyway? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know you. Why do you have an opinion of me being a player or not being a player? Obviously, you're putting too much time into me, don't you think? Right? You start asking questions like that, next thing you know, you're going to be, who hurt you? And, yeah, you know what? You can't put any deeper level of thought into what I'm saying. So what you got to do while you're trying to slide back and exit stage left is try to save face with a bunch of, you hurt you, and yeah, listen. That ain't going to work for me. Understand your phone dying multiple times do not give you multiple views or help with your views. So you women out there doing that, it doesn't help with views. You know, I just don't charge my phone up. So don't think that's some kind of secret to anything. I just don't charge my phone up. Jesus Christ, they copy everything I do, man. You know what I'm saying? Even the stuff that I do unintentionally, they just do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Hey, appreciate it, Reggie. Listen, I'm gonna get back on here, try to later on, but my phone is dying. So peace, love, and light. Y'all be back on here later. Reggie, y'all get to your comments.